for your midday fix of facts and spicy sides.
From breaking headlines to backroom whispers.
All served hot and fresh. Happy Monday. I'm Monique Tuzon-Basi.
I'm Ferdi Salvador. Glad to have you with us.
I'm Mai Rodriguez. This is the Daily Dish.
And I'm Chal Lontoc. Join us in the next hour and a half where the news meets the stories that matter to you.
Okay, so ladies,
Happy
what
Monday,
did you
everyone.
do this weekend?
Oh, weekend. Okay, funny thing is, I posted something on Threads and it's going super viral.
What did you post?
I posted about a past commercial that I did, and it was for
you're
Saudi-
The Coke commercial.
and I just want to say quickly, really quickly, like thank you for all the messages because it was so nostalgic to relive our younger days. Yes, it's a reminder that we're old, but it's also nice to look back at the past.
You're not reminding me that I'm old because I don't remember
No,
this.
but it's just so funny, the encounter that happened. Can you explain to our viewers? It's hilarious.
Yeah, so someone did come up to me while watching Baguettes, which we will actually be featuring here as well in the Daily Dish. And she said, siya yung nagko-coke. And you know, nowadays with the younger generation, they're not too familiar with that commercial. So it did sound like, no, I do not take drugs, guys.
you had to explain.
I had to explain.
Coca-Cola.
But anyways, I think it's a wonderful interaction because everyone got to reminisce.
I'm gonna dig up mine.
Yeah, what's yours?
What did you do?
I don't know. I don't
Commercial.
think it's going to be as viral as yours, but somebody dug up a photo of myself and Angela De Leon when she turned 18. I was like,
What happened?
No, I was part of her 18 roses.
First, we learn something new every day.
Let's
Please
dig
post
that
it.
up.
Please
I'm
post it.
gonna
Dig
look
it up.
for
We'll
it.
do
I'm
that
gonna look for
today.
it. What did you do, Mai?
Oh, I tried this treatment for my eye bags.
Okay.
Did it work? It's a good treatment. Well, I'm
I
thinking
love your
it's
explanation.
like
Did it work?
We're all
it
looking.
would take
looks
maybe
beautiful.
2 to 3 weeks to see results.
What's a treatment
It's
called?
called exosomes.
Oh,
those
exercise.
I heard
Okay,
right
for
now.
everything.
Yeah,
I wanna try
yeah.
that,
So if you're
actually.
not familiar with exosomes, it's a biostimulator. It's not a filler.
Correct.
It's something that they inject to stimulate the collagen production.
We should have an expert come
Yeah.
on the show and
Yes,
talk about
we should.
it.
But you look beautiful already, Ma.
Oh,
You don't
thank
need
you.
anything.
But like you know, when we're lacking sleep, we're aging.
Our designer
we're aging.
eye bags
I'm
are
aging.
showing.
I'm not pointing at you, Ferdi.
Age check.
yes. So you know, we all need a little help, and thank you to
It's
Dr.
not-
MJ.
It's not bad to ask for help.
I know, right?
Because let me tell you, okay, because I've got other topics, but I was putting on dress shirts yesterday, and I started to see like
Oh, the turkey neck.
the neck.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah,
Turkey
the turkey
neck.
So I
here.
spoke
It
to
comes
my
with aging.
I spoke to my dear doctor friend, and she said to me, "Ferds, that's what you call crepe neck." So I
Oh,
told
it's
Dr. Ivy,
crepe.
"Oh my God, I've got crepe neck."
No, but I don't see it. You don't have it.
I'll show you when I wear a
What's the
shirt.
cure for that?
There's procedures to do it, but
Do
of
they have to
course,
do like a
obviously,
Money is the cure for everything.
obviously, I will talk about it today. But yes, I've got crepe neck. So you guys, it happens to all of us. What did you do?
Cute. It was my friend's birthday, so it was nice to see all my friends. We had events, and then I hung out with my husband because we're always normally so busy. So we finally had a day together, and we just
did not have a
love
flight.
it.
The
He didn't have a
Basi,
flight, and then
yeah.
he left na. He's in Bali now, so
I love
Buti
it.
pa siya, nasa Bali.
I know, right?
Yeah, well,
Work perk.
over the weekend, I did a grocery shopping, my favorite activity. And I went to 3 different groceries.
Oh, I saw your photos.
Yeah. And I was, I was comparing prices.
How was that?
I cannot mention the places I
Of
went
course,
to
of
because,
course.
you know, it would be unfair for them.
Yeah.
However, there's a big disparity on certain products that everybody has. So now I know where to buy certain
Which product?
things. Fish
Okay.
versus meat versus like imported goods.
Interesting.
Yeah, except for only one place called...
Is it all in one place? That
No.
you could find it cheaper? Oh, you mix it
I
up.
went to 3 different ones.
Okay.
But
well,
you
there's
know
a
what?
tip.
Like when you're looking for fish, local produce, vegetables, nothing beats the prices at the major big palengke.
Yeah, the
No,
palengke.
that's why I love going to Palenkes and like in the province because it's so inexpensive.
Oh, the
but
palengke
fresh.
provinces are the best.
yes, but talking about price
Prices,
differentials, I was also booking tickets.
You're also
okay?
shopping for flights, not just
Shopping
grocery.
for flights.
So, just in general, Ferdi's always shopping. For anything and everything.
For flights especially.
And
Okay.
so, guess what? it's really quite expensive to travel. I mean, I know this for a fact because I travel domestically quite
Yes.
often. In a week, sometimes I fly twice. And a friend of mine arrived yesterday, and she had paid 30,000 pesos from Siargao to Manila. I understand there's demand and
supply and demand issue, yeah.
However, that's already literally I can buy a business class ticket
Correct.
to go to Bali on some airlines.
Or even
Yeah.
Japan, actually, with those.
Japan.
So I just have to say, being in the travel industry, this has been an ongoing conversation ever since last year, mid
Yes,
last
for
year.
months and months we have been talking about this.
Comparing the domestic flight versus international flights. And
Yes.
aside from supply and demand, it also has a lot to do with being able to communicate with stakeholders and suppliers as well.
I'm there. I get
Yes.
it. Okay, these people need to earn money. However, and airlines need to earn money. It's a business. That's why they're running it. They're not running a business for us to be comfortable, right? Because if not, we would have run the airline ourselves. I get it. They need to make money. However, there has to be some sort of education wherein the consumers are aware of where to and to help out tourism. Because we've been pushing tourism. But if you're paying $500 plus for a ticket to go to a beautiful place called Siargao or Basco, Batanes, then how will that place grow?
But Chal, being in the travel industry, has there been talks to fix the solution
Yes,
this year?
yes. We're actually still in talks with all these stakeholders. And it's not just the flights, it's also hotels and resorts. So if you see Vietnam, China, Taiwan, these places have also really good prices when it comes
Yeah,
to
very
hotels and
competitive,
resorts.
very
so
competitive.
my only tip and solution for you guys is to really stand by and watch out, especially online, but also for physical travel fairs. One is happening this February 6, 7, 8, that you guys want to make sure to maximize because all airlines will drop down their prices.
Yeah,
This is the short term.
Yeah, that's a short term. But
yeah.
my concern is, like me, obviously, I book a day in advance, a day before the
Oh,
flight.
now
I
we know why.
I know it's expensive,
Yes,
but
yes.
I'm not using myself as an example. I know it's expensive, but those kawawa people, if you are on a backpack budget, but you want to go to Siargao, you can't afford 30,000.
But actually, I was also reading online. I was reading an X thread about why flights are so expensive.
Why?
People were also saying, they were complaining that once they're in their destination, be it Siargao or Batanes, there's also scams there that's happening. Like prices are up sometimes for like the boat tours, parking, the tricycles are up. So that's what people were also just saying as well.
Okay,
like it's
but
a whole
There's no
obviously-
standard
Yeah.
fare.
Yeah,
There's no
but
standard.
obviously, let's not spook the market with scams. I mean, everybody has a different experience. But perhaps if you're traveling to those places, go to reputable suppliers and do your research because a lot
plan
of the,
ahead, and plan ahead.
Yeah, plan ahead. But there's a lot of those places. There's a lot of honest people. Siargao, there's a lot of honest people. Batanes, there's a lot of honest people. Boracay, all these places in the Philippines. But I have a solution for you, folks.
Oh, yes, DOT.
No. Why don't you guys try, instead of flying, another alternative is drive tourism.
Nearby places, we have La Union,
Oh, okay.
Baguio.
Do the road trips.
Do
We can
the road
totally do
trips
that.
as well.
Yes, or you can drive from place to place. You can drive from Manila to Boracay.
You know, I think one thing that people forget is
Roro.
that when we
Yeah.
talk about travel, it's not just a tourist. The flight that you're talking about to Siargao, for example, if you really stay in Siargao, I mean, if you're a tourist, you're exposed to these prices day in and day out from different places, different countries. But if you actually live in Siargao and you just need to visit Manila or vice versa,
not affordable.
Manila, exactly,
Yeah, it's
it's not
hard.
sustainable at all. So I love that we have this topic here, and hopefully we can bring more light to
Yes.
it.
Tourism infrastructure also is key because we see that in our Asian neighbors. Hopefully we have that here as well.
Yes. But I think the short-term solution here is, for you to promote tourism growth, have options. If the demand is like 3-4 flights a day, then add 3-4 flights a day. Sayang naman, di ba? You've got those options because If there's more demand, there's a supply, everybody wins. Prices drop, there's more seats on the plane, and everybody happy, right?
Speaking
Make us
about
happy.
everybody wins, something in tourism happened for Taiwan as well. And it's not directly related, but it does boost tourism for Taiwan. We have Alex Honnold successfully climbing Taipei 101. It was out live.
That was
Yes.
an amazing
I
feat.
saw
right?
that.
Yes,
That was amazing.
you know what? That is, I have to say, whoever thought of that, the next Netflix crew.
Brilliant.
That was a brilliant marketing tactic, but there's a little bit of conversation regarding this and how much they earned. What's the name of that guy?
Jake Paul, so he's a famous influencer. He started with Vine. For those who don't know what Vine is, back in the time, that was like our TikTok.
Yes, but he's a boxer too, right?
He went from content creator, now he's trying professional boxing as
Okay,
well.
he earned 93 million for a fight,
Which is a lot,
which is a lot of money, and
but not as death-defying as this one that
This-
Alex is
Yeah,
doing.
this guy didn't have any safety
Free
equipment.
solo
I was
climb.
watching
Yeah.
the videos and my hands were sweating.
Yes,
I was
yes, yes.
sweating just watching him.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. I'll have a heart attack.
That's what they call free solo. No ropes, no netting whatsoever.
And
Yes,
it was
but-
so cute. He checked in with his wife, I think, in like the 111th, 60th
Yes,
floor.
yes, but he earned,
Cute.
this fellow
He earned 500,000.
500,000 pesos,
Dollars.
The
And I'm looking, I just
disparity.
wanna,
But it's not confirmed it's 500K. He didn't disclose how much he made.
yes,
he
but
said
I just
that's
wanna
like the
quote,
average.
I just wanna quote Akash Gupta, and I'm referring to his post regarding this, so, credits due where...
Just pointing out the disparity in how they earned, what they earned.
Yeah, disparity, but more than that, it's the longevity of your marketing tactic. Because this fellow who climbed the building said he did it for free, allegedly did it for free, but he was paid for the spectacle. So there's a difference. I mean, if you may be earning $93 million for one fight, where's the spectacle there? Are you being paid because you boxed, or are you being paid because of the spectacle? Just like tourism, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's being paid for the experience rather than just the destination.
Well, here's one thing for sure. His dream actually came true. He did ask for this. More than the pay that we are talking about, he said that it was his dream really to climb. And most free solo climbers, fun fact, they actually need to ask permission and they don't actually get granted often because
Yeah.
the security
Yeah,
and their life,
because
and it could
apparently,
cost a lot for
apparently there's also talk about whether he should be paid that little or more because like the networks allegedly might have said that, okay, you don't want to do it, this is the price we're giving you. If you don't want to do it, we can look for somebody else that will do it for less the amount of money. So was he allegedly bullied for climbing for a little bit of money? I mean, compared to 93 million.
But wasn't he
anyway,
also the most qualified to do this? Because I think he's the first also to do a free solo on Yosemite.
Well,
Right.
again, I mean, we can't say that because we're not climbers, so we have to research on that.
All I
right?
can say is that is my favorite building in the whole wild world. Taipei 101. It may not be the tallest, but it's the only
It's
one
the
that shows.
11th tallest building.
11th. Thank you for that, Mo.
I'm just gonna look
Yeah.
for something that will pay me $500,000 to do.
And it's the only one that shows its damper ball, which is the
Yes.
heart of the building.
Yes.
So yay
All
for
right.
you, Alex.
So now our guests, Mo.
Yes, so we have two fitness influencers that we are trying to be more like. They literally came in so good with the abs and everything. We have Coach Mauro, Lumba, and Marline Capones, his wife, and they are absolutely fitness goals, and we are going to pick their brains and see how they do it.
They are an inspiration just seeing them and their abs, right? So next we also have a chief fashion stylist of team Rain XM, Rain Dagala.
He's super
Here with
funny
us.
and he's a celebrity stylist. So
All right,
I can't
catch
wait to
those
talk to him.
stories and conversations coming up. But first, we have the headlines.
This is my daily dish. This is my daily dish. My daily dish. My daily dish. This is my daily dish.
In today's headlines, a passenger vessel capsized near Basilan province, leaving at least 15 people dead, more than 20 others missing. Progressive groups refiled the second impeachment complaint against President Bongbong Marcos. Presidential son and Ilocos Norte Representative Sandro Marcos recuses himself from all the proceedings. In sports, Aurora Gaming PH bags its first world title, the M7 World Championship crown in Mobile Legends Bang Bang in Jakarta, Indonesia. And later in the show, we'll speak with fitness coach Mauro Francesco Lumba and his wife, fitness influencer Marline Capones. We'll also have the chief stylist of Rain Rain Dagala. Stay tuned for that. Our top story today, at least 15 people are dead and more than 20 others are missing after a passenger boat capsized off the province of Basilan. Passenger vessel MV Trisha Kirstin was en route to Jolo in Sulu after departing Zamboanga when the accident happened past midnight. The Philippine Coast Guard says of the 332 passengers and 27 crew on record, 316 have been rescued so far. Search and rescue operations continue for the 28 others still missing. An investigation is underway to determine the cause of the tragedy. On to another sea mishap. All rescued Filipino seafarers in Pangasinan, along with the 2 retrieved cadavers from the capsized Singaporean flag vessel MV Devon Bay, have now returned to Manila to reunite with their families. Andrea Salve joins us live from the Philippine Coast Guard to tell us more. Andrea, what's the latest?
Mai, the 15 Filipino seafarers who survived the devastating maritime incident that left 2 dead and 4 others missing, silently disembarked from BRP Teresa Magbanwa this morning. The Philippine Coast Guard received them from their Chinese counterparts on Sunday. The rescued crew members of MV Devon Bay were seen in tears as they embraced one another in a video released by the PCG, taken shortly after they were officially turned over to Philippine authorities off the coast of Pangasinan. From there, the survivors were transported, arriving at the port of Manila early this morning. They were welcomed by officials from the PCG and the Department of Migrant Workers. Media were not allowed to interview the survivors. However, according to Coast Guard Commandant Ronnie Hilgavan, their interview with the survivors suggest that the 55,000 tons of nickel ore cargo on board the vessel may have undergone a chemical process called liquefaction, possibly causing the ship to lose stability. Gavan adds that unfavorable weather conditions may have further worsened the situation, factors now being considered as the investigation into the incident continues. 4 crew members remain missing, including the ship's captain. As search and rescue operations continue, Gavan commended the captain's leadership, saying he was reportedly the last to abandon ship. Despite days passing without significant developments, the PCG says it remains committed and sees no reason to halt search efforts. Gavan also expressed gratitude to the Chinese Coast Guard for responding to their calls for assistance. He emphasized that saving lives remains the core of their existence, one that transcends borders and jurisdictions. Despite tensions in the China-controlled Scarborough Shoal, the commandant described the turnover of the seafarers as very smooth. Meanwhile, the 2 recovered cadavers are now under the custody of the Bureau of Quarantine, where they will undergo the necessary processes. The DMW assures that aid and assistance will be extended not only to the survivors, but also to their families, including the bereaved, as they move forward from this tragic incident.
Andrea, what is the assessment on the condition of those who were rescued? Did they need any more medical attention? Are they fine?
The PCG refused to disclose the conditions of the survivors, but before they disembarked from the vessel, they underwent a medical assessment, and the PCG said only the medical team can disclose the conditions of the survivors.
Andrea, is the Philippine Coast Guard looking into measures to prevent this kind of incident to happen again?
Commandant Gavan says it is crucial to first determine the exact cause of the incident. While he acknowledges that maritime accidents do occur, he stresses that preventive measures can and will be implemented once the investigation is complete.
Thank you. Andrea Salve, live from the Philippine Coast Guard in Manila. In other news, the second impeachment complaint against President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. was refiled today before the House of Representatives. Joan Manalo is reporting live from Quezon City. Hi, Joan. Who were the complainants of this second complaint?
Various progressive groups, including Bagong Alyansang Makabayan or Bayan, successfully filed their impeachment complaint against President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. This marks the second verified impeachment complaint that was filed before the Office of the Secretary General following the complaint filed last week by Attorney Andre De Jesus. The progressive groups, together with endorsers ACT Teachers Party List Representative Antonio Tino, Gabriela Party List Representative Sara Elago, and Kabataan Party List Representative Rene Co, arrived at the office of the House Secretary General past 10 a.m. The groups brought placards calling for accountability, particularly amid corruption issues they say were revealed by the flood control scandal. The impeachment complaint is filed on the grounds of betrayal of public trust, with the groups alleging systematic corruption under what they describe as the BBM parametric formula. They further claim the existence of a systematic top-down scheme of plunder, which they refer to as the flood control project's corruption scandal, allegedly spanning from 2022 to 2025. The complaint cites three proposed articles of impeachment, namely institutionalizing systemic corruption and patronage, abuse of discretionary power over unprogrammed appropriations, and direct personal involvement in alleged kickback schemes. Notably, it remains to be seen whether it will be immediately transmitted to the office of House Speaker Boji D and included in today's order of business. This, as the House of Representatives is set to resume session today following a month-long break. We will also be watching whether the first impeachment complaint filed by lawyer Andre De Jesus and endorsed by Pusong Pinoy Party List Representative Jet Nisay will be included in the order of business during the plenary session this afternoon. Meanwhile, earlier today, House Majority Leader and Presidential Son Ilocos Norte Representative Sandro Marcos also released a statement saying that he will recuse himself from all discussions, deliberations, and proceedings of the House Committee on Rules insofar these complaints are concerned. The young Marcos said that while he recognized the independence and professionalism of his colleagues, he also recognizes that leadership sometimes calls for restraint rather than participation, and that perceptions matters as much as procedures in moments that test institutions. Mai.
Joan, like we said, this is now the second verified impeachment complaint. And with the House back in session today, what are the chances that this will be immediately transmitted to the House Justice Committee? And what factors could perhaps speed up or delay that process?
According to Bayan President Renato Reyes Jr. earlier, the House Secretary General, particularly the SecGen herself, Shelley Garfield, did not commit to the immediate transmittal of their impeachment complaint to the office of the House Speaker, citing that the first impeachment complaint was also transmitted to the office of the House Speaker a day after it was filed. So at this point, we are looking at several possible scenarios. One would be that the impeachment complaint or the first impeachment complaint may be included in the order of business during this afternoon's plenary session. Another possibility is that the first impeachment complaint will not be included in today's order of business, which will allow both complaints to be merged or referred together in the coming days. But once an impeachment complaint is included in the order of business and taken up in the plenary, it will then be referred to the House Committee on Justice for discussion. So Bayan, for its part, is hoping that their complaint will be referred immediately because the referral of the first impeachment complaint would trigger the one-year constitutional ban on filing any subsequent impeachment complaints against the president. Mai.
Thank you. Joan Manalo reporting live from Quezon City. A lawmaker claims the Office of the Secretary General has sabotaged the constitutional process after refusing to accept two impeachment complaints against President Marcos. On Bilyonaryo News channels at the forefront, Caloocan City 2nd District Representative Edgar Eriza says the House rules on impeachment proceedings should still apply despite House Secretary General Cheloy Garafil's absence last Thursday. Gadafil was out of the country to receive an award from Taiwan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
I'm not sure of her intention, pero I'm sure that yung constitutional process hindi pwedeng mapigilan ang pag-alis ng isang Secretary General. So ang ginawa ng Office of the Secretary General, ginawang dahilan yung pag-alis niya para pigilan yung isang constitutional process.
The House rules state that a verified impeachment complaint shall be filed with the Office of the Secretary General and immediately referred to the House Speaker. Erice adds it was Gadafil's responsibility to inform her office about possible filings following the first complaint based on earlier news reports.
Ang allegedly, sabi ni Attorney Salonga, the Executive Director of the Office of the Secretary General, walang binilin. So wala silang authority na tanggapin ito. Which is wrong because ministerial lang naman under the Constitution, ministerial lang naman yung Office of the SecGen to receive. Pwede ba silang magkaroon ng mga administrative penalties because of dereliction of duty?
An impeach me complaint. That's how former spokesperson Mike Defensor called the first complaint filed against President Bongbong Marcos. On BNC's The Spokes, Defensor said the complaint was filed just to trigger the one-year bar rule. Defensor is also a complainant in the third impeachment complaint, which wasn't accepted as Secretary General Cheloy Gadafil was out of the country last Thursday.
What's the motivation behind here?
The motivation,
What do you think is the motivation behind the refusal to accept?
I think, klaro sa akin, Atty. Sherda, yung patayin yung mga totoong impeachment. And the first impeachment, papasukin nila. And of course, they debate on it, form and substance. If you look at the, as requirement of the Constitution, 10 days. Within 10 days, i-refer ni Speaker sa order of business.
Right.
From plenary, 3 days to the Committee on Justice. Yun na yung initiated eh.
Right.
Are
Yung
you
3 days na yun.
saying the one that was accepted is an impeach me complaint?
Impeach me complaint. Impeach me complaint.
So you're saying that the first impeachment complaint is quite weak. It was really
Yes.
meant to safeguard the one-year
Alam mo,
ban.
Atty. Sherda, Nani, ito natatawa ako. I was surprised na si Yusek Claire Castro reacted. Sabi niya, i-prove mo, Mike, na mahina yung first complaint. Sabi ko, bakit ako? Ako kailangan i-prove? Eh, di ba, unang-una, palasyo siya. Dapat ang stand niya, all complaints are weak. Wala yung basis. Di ba dapat ganun? Ngayon ako mapaprove na yung first complaint is weak.
He added that lawmakers from both the majority and the minority blocs are expected to endorse the third impeachment complaint, with suspended Congressman Kiko Barzaga considered among them. Senator Kiko Pangilinan seeks more support for farmers, particularly in providing agriculture extension services and creating cooperatives. Hannah T is on the phone for the details. Go ahead, Hannah.
Yes, my lawmakers are pushing for strong extension services and farmer cooperatives. This after senators raised alarm that billions in agriculture support keep missing their target, the farmers and fisher folk on the ground. Senate Agriculture Committee Chair Kiko Pangilinan shared his own experience working with farmers in Cavite. Farmers were then trained for 14 straight weeks, graduated and even built camaraderie, but once the training ended, the organization collapsed. He said the problem is not lack of training, but the absence of boots on the ground. No full-time extension workers stayed with the farmers to help them organize access support and sustain operations. Without organization, Pangilinan warned government programs become drawings on paper. Money is spent, but farmers cannot absorb the support. Senator Rafi Tulfo then turned the focus to the RSBSA, the registry system for basic sectors in agriculture. He questioned why many farmers don't even know that a registry exists. Tulfo said some real farmers are not registered, while non-farmers, ghost names, or even deceased individuals remain on the list. As a result, aid goes to the wrong people or does not reach farmers at all. Resource persons from the agriculture sector admitted the problem. They said the registry is difficult to maintain because there are not enough people on the ground to verify, update, and clean the data. Lawmakers say this manpower gap is exactly why they're pushing for two major reforms: the renationalization of agriculture extension services and the creation of a Bureau of Agriculture cooperatives. The goal is to put trained government workers back in the field, fix the farmer registry, organize farmers into real functioning cooperatives, and make sure government support reaches the right people. On last year's budget hearings, the Agriculture Department has asked $100 million from the Senate to carefully check and fix the list of farmers registered in their roster, according to Pangilinan. Back to you, Mai.
Thank you. Hannah T. reporting from the Senate. The Philippines could emerge as a new manufacturing hub in Asia, replacing China. On BNC's Business 360, Filipino-American businesswoman Loida Nicolas Lewis says the country is an attractive alternative due to high U.S. tariffs on Chinese goods and a strong English-speaking workforce. She also noted improvements in infrastructure during her recent visit to the Philippines, signaling growing international interest in the country.
In the Asian countries, we are English speaking. We have a very good employee base. And the only other thing is that they might say we could be a replacement for China because of the high tariffs that China's imports or exports to the United States. So the Philippines could be the next supply, the next, what do you call it now? Manufacturing hub in Asia for China's goods. Compared to the past 6 years under Duterte, obviously the Philippines is much better from international viewpoint because during the time of the 6 years previous to President BBM, the investment in the Philippines really went down because of the worldwide assessment of the extrajudicial killing that happened during those 6 years. So I would say that there's a better look at the Philippines for a possible replacement of China as a manufacturing hub.
A warden of a Bureau of Immigration facility stepped down and 2 other deputies were sacked following Russian Vitaly Zorovetsky's statement that he will reveal corruption inside Philippine jails. Zorovetsky was deported to Russia last January 17 after he was tagged as an undesirable alien. He said that during his detention, he was able to sneak in his cell phone by bribing jail guards. Interior Secretary John Vic Remulla warned the Russian he could be charged and extradited if proven that he was the, quote, corrupter in the jail facility. Up next, what can we learn from a couple that trains together? When we return, Mauro, Francesco, Lumba, and Marline Capones will share the key lessons they've picked up as fitness influencers, from staying motivated to making fitness fit into everyday life. Stay tuned, The Daily Dish. We'll be right back.
back to the Daily Dish. This afternoon, we're excited to welcome a couple that embodies strength, discipline, and partnership.
They are not just fitness professionals, they are a couple who share a lifestyle built around movement, consistency, and mutual support. Please welcome to the show, Mauro, Francesco, Lumba, and Marline, better known as Min Capones. Woohoo!
Thank you guys
Flex
for
those
coming
muscles.
and showing off those bodies. They are literally couple and fitness goals.
Thank you
Mo,
for
when you
having
say
us, guys.
couple goals, I agree with you because most couples, and kind of guilty with this too, yeah, sometimes we exercise together, but also we choose to eat together always.
Same, like we always eat together. That's the
These
only
guys,
thing.
they actually really work out together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe let's start off with how did you guys get into this fitness world? Were you always an athlete already in school? Did he just influence you? How did it all work?
For me, I started basketball ever since I was a kid. So even back then, I was always into fitness, into working outs also. So from grade school to high school, even on to college, I played a lot of basketball. So I was
So you've
into
always
fitness
had
talaga.
abs.
I don't know. Maybe,
Basically.
yes.
Min,
Yeah,
ikaw.
ako naman, well, before nag-start ako, hindi talaga ako active before. Then, nag-start lang nung nasa event na ako. Well, gusto ko talaga mag-fitness and then tinuloy ko na. And then, na-influence ko siya nung nag-start kami magkita.
Mas na-influence pa niya. More.
Yeah,
Wait,
parang mas
more
naging into
focus.
fitness siya.
Yeah, you know what, Chal? Most couples too, right? They want distance sometimes. They want time for themselves. But you guys are the complete opposite. You guys literally spend, I feel like, every waking hour together. I see you guys running every morning, biking, you guys
Yeah.
doing CrossFit, like literally everything. So how is that like being together 24/7?
Hindi naman, not naman 24/7.
Almost.
Before,
Okay,
almost.
23/7.
No, but yeah, before usually we work out at the same time.
Yes.
We do the daily stuff all together. But now, she has her own thing, I have my own thing. So it gradually just evolved into that. So ano naman, we're there to always support each other, especially when training or doing some chores in the house and stuff like that. So yun, parang support system lang talaga.
Yeah, well, nung una, nung bago kami, hindi kami paghiwalay.
Yeah.
Lahat ng workout niya ginagawa ko.
Yeah.
Well, nung tumagal, parehas ng iba.
Does it drive you
We still
crazy
support
though
each
when you
other.
guys work out? Like, do you guys sometimes get annoyed na he's pushing too hard or he's not pushing
Well, hindi
enough?
mawawala.
Well, hindi naman. I guess.
Lalo na pag partner mo, di ba? Parang, syempre, sobrang palagay ka na sa kanya. So, pag pinupush niya ako, nagagalit ako. Pero kung coach yung nakaharap sa akin, okay lang. Kahit,
Right?
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
a different thing when you're coaching your partner. And
Yes.
then instead of like another coach coaching her. So it's a different approach.
So yes, fitness advocates rin kayo, but also you guys are creators online and social media. So just for people to know, this is actually a real lifestyle for you guys as well. Hindi lang to for the gram, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so run us
Honestly.
through a typical day, because you guys also have a 3-year-old daughter.
Yes.
It doesn't look like it. Min looks so good.
Where did it come out?
Mabilis lang. But yeah, for me kasi I'm coaching full-time, so I have my clients as well. So in the morning, I just go out and do my clients and teach. She does her workouts. Now she's into biking.
Yeah, bago lang though.
Yeah. Every morning, halos wala na kaming dalawa. Good thing we have the grandma to take
Yes.
care of our daughter also.
Pag wala
That's so
kami.
cute.
Aw, yeah, she's so cute.
She's also into fitness na rin.
Yeah, she's
course.
working out talaga.
As much as possible, sinasama namin siya pag nag-workout.
Wow, she
Exposing her na rin.
Yes,
Correct, correct.
yes,
Wow. I want to work out with her. She's gonna beat us.
We're out of that already.
Yeah, right?
Okay, you guys have actually coached profile, or you, Mauro, have also coached high-profile clients like Catherine Bernardo.
Yes.
Because you do the
for
super bod.
Yes.
the Superbods transformation.
Yeah.
Okay, how does training a celebrity client actually differ from coaching everyday athletes? May difference ba? Like in terms of, ay, bawal masyadong bulky, or even with the routine style?
Yeah. Well, I guess there's a lot of that. Of course, in their industry, very ano sila, intricate talaga. Bawal lumaki yung ganito, bawal ganyan. But I think the hardest thing for them compared to the regular clients is their schedules. Of course, they have a lot of tapings, a lot of endorsements and stuff like that. So you just really need to be able to adjust to their times. So yun lang naman. But in terms of like working out and doing the same exercises, pareho lang. Pareho.
So So same lang. So what do you typically focus on for, especially women? If
For
we want to
women-
lose weight and have the ab crack at
Ab crack.
least, how do we get that?
Well, I just start off with general physical preparedness. Of course, your squats, your deadlifts, just getting your body to be strong initially.
So more on strength training.
More strength training talaga. I think that's the most important thing out of all the exercises you can do. So yun lang, we start from there, and then if may mga needs or may kailangan or may race na paghahandaan, we just try to focus and dial in on those things.
Yeah. Min, you mentioned food.
Yeah.
So what is a typical food diary for you
Oh my
guys
God.
every day?
Well, to be honest, hindi ako masyadong strict sa diet ko. Mas strict pa sa akin si Mau, sa totoo lang. So, mas unhealthy ako kumain sa kanya. Pero for the food, for me, more on protein lang. More on protein, well,
Less carbs.
Less carbs.
Protein.
pero sa workout namin ni Mau, malakas kami. Kailangan namin mag-carbs.
You guys
Kasi we do
athlete a lot?
run,
Yep.
high rocks. So, more on endurance talaga. So,
Yeah.
kailangan ng carbs. Depende sa workout na pinasok mo.
You know, here at the Daily Dish, we have been featuring people who are in the fitness arena to really talk about it, because people know that January is the start of the year when people always say, yes, this is the year I'm
Yeah.
gonna get fit,
Yeah.
and so on and so forth. And then come in February, Chinese New Year,
Wala
and
na.
it's a different story already. And I
Yeah.
think consistency is one of the biggest problems for
Yes.
us
For sure.
people,
Yeah.
you know, whether
Yeah.
with food, whether with exercising.
Yeah.
Please share with us like something that you have personally experienced with your clients in terms of consistency. Because you mentioned Catherine Bernardo, for example, and other celebrity clients, their schedule is medyo
Yep.
inconsistent. So
Yes.
how do you get the results?
For me, I think the best thing is to build daily habits lang. I mean, kasi sometimes you're gonna be motivated nga, like yan, yung pag New Year, bagong taon, I need to be this, I need to that, I have this new goal. But since pag nawala yun, wala na, you stop already on what you need to do. So I think just building daily habits and prioritizing your workouts, I think that will help a lot. So ano lang, small daily habits. If you're gonna run today, kung di mo kaya ng 5K, just do 2K. Tomorrow, you do 3K.
At least
Small
30
daily
Small
habits,
daily
like 5
habits.
steps a day, pwede ba?
Pwede na yun. Next day, you do 10.
Increasing naman.
Increasing,
Increasing
yes.
naman.
Well, you know,
Okay.
not just consistency, Chal, it's also the discipline.
Exactly.
Because like what
Yes.
Ma was mentioning,
Yeah.
right? You can't just wake up every day, I'm ready to work out, let's run,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
run,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
go.
You don't have it every day.
You don't
yeah.
have it every
You don't
day.
have it
So
every
how
day,
do we
definitely.
instill discipline in us to keep going? Like, what are your guys' tip? What keeps you guys going?
Me, well, yun nga, hindi naman everyday motivated ka. So, I just show up.
Just
Do
do
my
it, literally.
thing, yeah.
Just show up every day.
Yeah.
Yun nga. I guess for normal persons or for in general, if you're just starting off, yun nga, I recommend just starting with one daily habit of exercising. I mean, just prioritizing your day also. Halimbawa, today, if you want to run or your goal is to run a marathon, this weekend, try to run like 3K. Kung di kaya, next weekend, 5K. Next weekend, 8K, ganyan. So, daily increases lang. And of course, also, you have to make it fun. You don't have to be dragging
Yeah.
yourself all the time just to do this stuff. So,
Yeah.
for me, important also na may kasama ako sa house na she's actually working out more than me, I think. So sometimes she does like 3 workouts in a day. One bike, one strength exercise, run in the evening pa. So
You are Wonder Woman,
yeah.
girl. Literally.
So yeah, for me it's having those types of people in your life. It also motivates you to do more on just keeps you in check
Yeah.
just to do
Okay,
your
come
daily
home
stuff.
with me.
We need Min. We need to be our best friend. We'll work out 3 times a day.
May schedule na.
Because, you know, it's overwhelming as well when you start your fitness journey.
Yes.
There's a lot. You mentioned high rocks, there's Spartan racing, there's biking, there's running.
Yeah.
So if we just want to start
Marathon.
off, what's the best advice you could give? What should we do first?
I'm listening, Mauro.
Yeah, what should we do first? And also, how many days a week?
For me, the first thing is to try everything muna, I guess, just to find what it is that you will like. Halimbawa, try running. If you like it, then try to do it
Go.
consistently. Try biking, try high rocks, try whatever, boxing or stuff like that. You need to try, and then if you like it, that's where you have to try to be consistent with it. I think yun muna. You can start off with finding something that you like and love and that you think that this is going to be something you can be doing for a long time.
During my younger days, that's what we call collect and then select.
Tama,
But that
tama.
was applied to love. So now this is for fitness. Okay, this is quite controversial in the world of fitness because, of course, a lot of women in their 40s, 50s, I see it often. It's like a joke online that, oh yeah, you could say that because you're still young and it's easy to be fit. I used to be also 20 and I used to be that fit. But wait till you get to your 40. What's your message for that?
Actually, dami nagtatanong. Pero for me, hindi naman siya sa age. Nasa sa'yo pa din eh. Like, diba nga, sabi ko nga parang, hindi naman din everyday lagi kang motivated. So, you
I
need
think
to
you just show up. Showing up is really a big thing. I have a lot of clients now who are 50s, 40s, pushing into that era. They're just consistent. Not every day they perform. Not every day they're
Small
malakas. But they're always there. I mean, it's just something that you have to do.
Yeah.
Yun.
Just
So,
show up.
Just show up.
And
yeah.
I'm sweating already because we're gonna do a quick teaser because they're gonna be working out. They're actually gonna show us some inspo that we can do while we're watching Netflix and chilling, or just easy workouts at home. So make sure to stay tuned. We still have Coach Mauro and Min on
we're
the
still
show,
showing up.
and we're still showing
Showing
up
up.
every day. The Daily Dish will be right back.
This is my daily dish. This is my daily dish.
All right, welcome back to the Daily Dish. Like that, Mo?
And then,
yes,
welcome
all
back
about
to the Daily
fitness.
Dish.
Still with us, couple fitness influencers, Mauro, Lumba, and of course, Min Capones.
And, you know, I don't like standing next to them. Ciao.
Yeah, let's go.
You just have
Look
to.
at we need to be fitness influencers too. And give us a couple months when we coach with
We'll get
Coach,
there, we'll get
Mauro.
there.
So we're gonna talk about training, and they're actually gonna do a quick demo. Not us. We're wearing heels, so we can't do this. They're gonna do a quick demo on what you guys can do at home with basically no equipment, and while you're even watching TV. So, Coach Mao, take it away.
All right, so we have Min here to demo all the movements. Okay, so one very basic thing. So we can start with your upper body. What stuff you can do with your upper body while you're at home. So, Min, can you demo a bench dip or a chair dip?
So any chair at home that's stable,
that's
okay.
stable and sturdy. So you can do this just to work your upper body and your triceps as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the easier version.
Triceps are here,
Here,
right?
yes,
All right,
here,
let's clarify
yes.
that. This
Okay.
one.
Triceps
So, well,
are
let's
that
get
one.
rid of the bat wings.
Yes, it will, it will.
okay.
Yeah.
How many?
With enough diet, for sure, yeah.
Diet is
10,
That
then
is
2
key.
reps, right?
10 reps is fine, yeah. 10 to 15 reps, I think that's the sweet spot. Yeah.
Okay.
10 to 20, and then.
10 to 20, okay. And then next one, we can do the water bottles, or if you have like small weights on top, okay, or on your home,
okay,
yeah.
cool.
So we can do a side lateral raise muna, okay, from
This
standing.
one is for what? Also the bat
This is
wings?
for the shoulders
Yeah.
naman.
Oh, the
for
shoulders.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite exercises also. And then after that, we got a front raise, so paharap
Front raise,
naman.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So
you can
10 to
use
15 reps as
10 to
well.
15 is fine.
How many
yeah.
sets?
Okay,
Three
3
sets.
sets. 3 to 4
Always three
sets.
sets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Para hindi sobra.
I know you said 3
hindi
to
kulang.
4, then I said, yes, just 3 sets. Okay.
Okay, after that, we got a strict press also from here. Pwedeng diretso lang on top.
Okay.
And then all the way down. Yes. O yun, tumutulong yung tubig. Okay.
Sorry.
She's
But
too
yeah.
strong. She broke the water bottle.
So this one is for which body part naman?
Shoulders. This
All
mostly all
shoulders.
shoulders.
Okay.
Yeah. And then last one, if you have the space, you can do push-ups. Okay.
Oh yeah, push up.
All right.
push-ups.
So
Do my
yeah.
favorite.
I cannot
What's
even do one
that?
push-up.
What's a push-up? Is it this like this, coach? This one? This is a
Okay.
push-up.
So a lot of women, honestly, they think they can't do a push-up.
Yeah, I
right?
cannot do
It's
one.
actually hard for women, but to make it easier, women can start on the floor, okay, and then put your hands beside your chest. So from the floor muna, and then into a kneeling push-up. Okay, that's a lot easier. rather than
So
on
your
the-
knees are left on the
Yes.
ground.
Yes, knees are left on the ground. Yes, I don't know if you guys can see that. Yes, so from here, okay, press lang. And this is a lot easier. And then eventually, once you get stronger, you can do progressive from here. All right, and then you can do a final full push-up as well.
All right, give us 20,
Yeah.
Coach
Okay,
Mauro.
all
All right, here we go. Don't you get it?
He even added
The clap push-up. The clap
Joke, right.
push-up.
All right.
Oh, Ferdi wants to do it too.
Oh,
Hindi
yeah.
ka- you give us a push-up. Okay, I got to stare. Back here, back here. No,
Now,
but
what about
seriously.
for the legs, though?
Okay.
We haven't
Yes.
touched the
So
legs
yeah,
yet.
that's for the upper body.
Okay,
and then
can
for
we
the
just
leg
be
as well.
honest here? A lot of people, when you say leg day, it's hell.
Yeah.
Legs are the hardest.
Oh my. Legs are the hardest, but
How
it's,
can you ease us into it para naman we get to do it without hating it so much?
slowly lang. I mean, you just have to do it. You know what I mean?
You just have to do it.
talaga. So first of all, let's go back to the chair. If you're having a hard time doing, can you show a full squat? Full
squat without
okay?
chair?
Without chair muna. Okay, full squat is right here. Okay, some people have a hard time doing that.
Right.
Oh, this one I like.
Yes,
I like the
that's good.
squats. It's easy.
Ay,
yeah.
wow.
Let's go. You know.
Huwag kang hihingi ka ng pera.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Oh, yeah. Okay,
Tama.
now
And
for
then,
the squats.
if that's a hard movement for you, you can start from the chair, okay? If you're a little overweight,
that's
pwede.
nice.
To get
yun
your
lang.
form.
Yeah, just to get
mo.
Yes,
Okay.
just to get the form and to get the movement in,
Yeah.
you can do chair squats. That's a lot easier
Okay.
for a lot of our viewers also. And then we have reverse lunges, easy also. From
What's the
standing,
difference when you do reverse and the normal lunge?
reverse lunges is easier rather than doing the front because a lot of people, they have unstable knees
Yeah.
muna. So just from the standing leg, it's a lot easier to do this.
Oh, so essentially it's the same. Because I never
It's more or less
know.
the same, but it's easier lang to do the reverse rather
I
than the front.
love it.
Yeah, so those three things you can do.
I got tired.
So
Did you
while
get tired
watching
that?
yeah, and
Okay.
I just have to get myself liking that leg day someday.
this.
But if you guys are watching us, I hope you could try out those exercises while we
Yes.
actually go through our rapid fire
Okay.
mode.
We'll just ask them our last two questions that we always ask our viewers.
Okay,
Because
yes.
I want to hear what they say.
Okay.
So we always ask this. Our show is called The Daily Dish.
Okay.
So if you guys had a healthy dish every day that you guys can eat and serve, what would it be? Min or Mau, who wants to start?
Healthy dish.
Wait, your go-to healthy dish.
If I had the budget or I had the time, I'd eat steaks every day.
Steak.
Protein.
Oh my God.
Okay, for you,
By the
man.
budget.
Actually, same. Kasi I love protein nga, di ba? Sabi ko nga diet ko kanina, more on protein, less carb. Yeah, protein then steak.
Okay, and
Chicken.
our last question is, what is your billion peso advice for health for any of your clients or people watching there? We'll start off with Min.
Billion advice. So, tulad din sabi naman kayo niyo, just show up.
Just show up. I like that. Get up,
Yeah.
dress up, show up.
You don't need a
Simple.
fancy gear or a perfect routine, di ba? Just show yourself.
Yeah, you can
And
use water bottles.
Agreed.
Start.
Mauro.
Don't be crazy, just be consistent.
Don't
Enjoy.
that.
Enjoy the process.
Don't be the one C, be the other C. Don't be crazy, be the
Go to the other
consistency.
side.
Yeah. I love it. Thank you,
Thank you so
guys.
much for
guys.
joining
Thank
us
you,
again.
thank you.
Having you.
Thank you.
That
Thank
was
you for
the
having
couple
us.
fitness influencer Mauro Lumba and Min Capones. Up next, we talk style,
Influence.
and the power of image with celebrity stylist Rain Dagala right here on The Daily Dish. Stay tuned. Thank you.
This is my daily dish. This is my daily dish.
And we're back. Welcome. Today we are joined by creative powerhouse who's quietly shaped the image of some of the most recognizable names in the country.
He is the chief stylist of Team Rain XM, working with celebrities, politicians, and high-profile clients where image and influence matter. Please welcome to the show, Rain Dagala.
Hi, Rain Dagala. More than that, you are one of the funniest people I know.
Oh my gosh, baka patayin mo ako pag nagalitang Tito Ferdi on
I
air.
don't mind because
Okay.
Rain calls me Tito. I mean,
Tito.
Rain, just to establish this whole Rain Dagala and M. Milan store.
Yeah.
Okay, how did you both start in the styling world? I know you're in publication before. But...
Yes, but before that, we both started as brand managers in an FMCG company. So that's where we met. We spent 5 years together doing brand management, handling hair care and new product innovation.
Right.
Hence the marketing background. But after 5 years, na-bore kami. So parang we felt like, especially me, like after, kasi we do this thing in marketing called the 5-year marketing plan. After that, I asked myself, anong next after 5 years? And na-implement ko na the whole plan I did. So sabi ko, I think I really want to venture into styling because back in the days, I will sound old, parang styling is not yet a profession.
Wow, he's gonna sound old. Pero tinawag niya sa akin tito, di ba?
Tito, di ba? Oo, kasi nga parang it's just a hobby. At first, I really thought it was a hobby. Because back in the days, the idea of a stylist really wasn't built the same way it was built now.
Yes.
Before, we have wardrobe people, but we don't have really like a stylist or an image architect to work with.
I used to be a stylist.
I know.
Really, Tito Ferdi?
You know, Tita Chal, definitely. I mean, I styled sila Dong Dantes. I was doing already magazine work. That's when a stylist was, I guess, just starting. Liz Uy wasn't even a stylist then.
Yes,
So
sila yung mga
old.
pioneers. Sila Sir Noel Manapa.
Yeah,
sila,
Noel.
yes.
Correct.
Sila Sir Michael
Yes.
Salientes. So talagang before when we were starting, I would even go like in store just to ask for the contact details of the marketing people to fax them letters.
Fax pa.
Fax.
Okay.
What's a fax?
F-A-X.
Fax.
Oh, Google
them
that, kids.
Letters to allow me to do pull-outs for my shoots, for our shoots.
Yes.
So, ganun talaga siya. So, even my parents had a hard time understanding what it is because technically we were already part of the Mancom in the corporate world, and all of a sudden I decided to stop and to pursue styling. So hindi talaga nila siya naiintindihan at first.
Okay, thank you for sharing that, the beginnings. But
Yeah.
now that you are fully established, like what Ferdi, I won't say Tito anymore, he might
Yeah.
kill me, has mentioned here, I know we have to be flexible as stylists, no? But
Yes.
what is the signature Rain style when it comes to styling your high-profile clients?
I think it's the brand management background that really, pushes me and M to to think of styling as branding because I really think it is branding. So we call ourselves nga parang strategic styling. It's a term we coined because we go to it with so much intent. I do market research, I do interviews, I read comments, I research online because I feel like it shouldn't be my personality. It shouldn't be
Your style.
my style.
Yeah.
It should be the style of the person I'm dressing with. Kailangan ma-enhance kung ano man talent, vision, artistic, whatever na meron siya.
Right.
So if I'm able to do that, I think successful ako as a stylist.
Right. Does it mean to say if you're only a celebrity or high power public person, or you got a public persona, that's when you need a stylist? Or can you get a stylist as a, let's just say, a regular Joe or a regular person?
And I think kasi parang nowadays, I've been always asked, kasi di ba parang when an editor is being guested sa mga shows like this and they ask, what's uso? Parang the last part they would always close it na, always have fun. Parang always have fun in dressing. Always don't lose the joy in dressing up. For me, that's where you start. Parang find the joy in dressing up. So to answer the question, pwede ba magkaroon ng stylist yung ordinary person? Yes. In fact, parang I encourage people to discover their own personal style on a daily basis, di ba? Yung
let's say a stay-at-home mom with 3 kids but goes out to pick up her kids and wants to make an impression and feel the joy. What would you suggest? How
I
do
would
they start?
suggest first to accept the realities of her life.
I love this. Yes.
Psychology pala to.
May life coaching
Okay.
din.
Yeah, because paano ba? How does her day go?
Yeah.
May buhat ba siyang baby? Does she commute? Does she drive? Does she because
Or she driven?
yes.
Most of our viewers are driven. Yeah.
Of course, because we're in the Ferdi channel. So talagang dinadrive sila. Yeah, so parang you have to know your routine. you have to know your body type, what you are comfortable moving in,
Yeah.
what you can afford.
Yes, those are
Diba?
key questions, Chad, because a while ago we had Mauro and his beautiful wife, Min, and obviously they're super fit.
Yeah.
And then you've got the budgets, right?
Yeah.
So I just want to know, what's the uso body now? Before it used to be a Kardashian body, because that would spell your budget also
Yeah.
in your lifestyle.
Yes.
What's the uso body now?
The uso body now is the body you like to embrace.
I like that. Thank you for saying that.
I'm getting emotional.
Yes, it's the body you like to embrace.
Yeah.
This is the body you
really.
want to embrace?
This one is the body I will let go of soon.
You look good.
No, we always want to improve ourselves, diba?
Yes.
But I like that Ferds mentioned this because, yeah, back in the day, the Kardashians are like the peg, voluptuous.
Yes.
But before that
Yes.
naman, the mga waif look.
Yes.
So
Kate
that's why I guess,
Moss.
I like that question because, yeah, where are we at right now?
So now you wear the body that you sport the body that you like to dress up. Kasi parang, like even I, myself, I'm on the heavy side. Pero I never felt it because I know what to work with. Alam ko siya.
I'm sorry, I think you need to change that term on the heavy side. I think it's because you are actually very symmetrical.
Symmetrical talaga. Thank you.
Super. Because there's some people on the more rounded side, but they don't. It's not symmetrical. That's why they have to do certain
Yes,
things.
and I think kasi ako rin, sabi ko, ako rin Tito Ferdi. I really embrace my body na. Tanggap ko siya for what it is because sa akin, if you don't like your current body, do something with it. Pero if happy ka naman, then go dress it up, di ba?
Right.
I mean, doon lang naman siya. Parang knowledge is always power.
Yeah,
Knowing what you
but
have
me,
to...
because dressing is important in my life because it makes me feel happy and good. But when I gained weight, I started getting
It's
depressed.
harder, right? It's true.
Because you can't wear the clothes
You already have also.
and know that you want. Like there's a look that I want to project, but I can't because it doesn't fit. And I don't want to buy new clothes kasi mahal.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Oo. So pag gano'n, yun din, part din to ng trend this year to innovate on your current closet. Meaning you have things altered.
Yes.
You layer stuff. You
Oh my gosh.
add finishing touches like a
Oh my
jewelry.
gosh.
Diba? Yun na nga eh. So parang now re-wearing is actually a thing. I mean, sustainable fashion it's not only limited to you wearing a denim trousers with an Inabel patch on it because it used to be like that before. Di ba natawa ka, di ba?
A patch lang.
Oo, di ba?
Tassel.
Kasi that's sustainable kasi retaso raw yung Inabel fabric. Let's patch it on somewhere and natawa ka, oh my God.
Because something flashed in my head, but I
You
know
know,
what you're talking
it's funny because it's true.
Diba? So parang ngayon, parang people are into craftsmanship. Because for them, that is luxury already.
But Rain, I tell you, I mean, we want to be sustainable.
Yeah.
Trust. But people actually make comments that, oh, I saw you wear that, like, they have
Alam
dates.
mo,
May resibo sila.
They check it out. Oh, what's your tip
Yeah.
for people?
you can rewear your... Sino ba nagsabi ng rule na yun?
No, our beautiful
Actually,
fans. Hindi siya impact.
But Rain, I really love that you're emphasizing on this because personally, ako I have this thing called #wearingmom. I wear my mom's stuff from 30 years ago, 40 years ago, ever since she passed away. And I also like to wear my causes, whether it's Palestinian, whatever. How do we express ourselves without being pagalitan by Tito Ferdi na baduy ang suot mo?
Ako na naman talaga.
Oo, ikaw talaga yung police pala dito. Ikaw pala yung
Fashion
impact.
police,
Oh my God. No. Ako, kasi parang when you, like right now, I think yung mga trend is people search online, like on Pinterest, in terms like of pegs, yung mga gusto nilang isuot. I think what they have to take note is the fact that the look resonates with them. Kasi not because of the pieces, it's because of the energy, it's because of the vibe, it's because of that air of confidence, di ba? Like, Tito Ferdi, for instance, I always consider him fashionable. Because
Wow,
like back in the days,
Wow.
diba? Like before, when I used to be in the magazine, he appears in an event that's black tie, wearing a suit, an oversized suit, oversized trousers, pero yung shoes niya ibang color. And to top it all, may hat pa siya na pula.
Hindi na yun nangyayari sa
Oh, ni
akin.
Ferdi. Oh, but for our viewers' information, it really does happen in the makeup room. He does make sure that we come off really nice as well.
Diba? Pero parang for me, that's the fun of it eh. Parang the look, it's the energy. Ang ganda. Oh, this guy is confident. May nasasabi ka, may na-associate kang feeling or any adjective, positive adjective to the person wearing it.
I'm just smoke screening.
I love the message. It's the energy.
It's the energy.
That's why other people, kahit black, ano ba yun, basura bag ang suotin, mukha pa rin
Balenciaga.
Oo.
Yeah, but you know what, Rain? What I want you to express to our guests is that dressing is absolutely personal. And how do they improve with their personal style and confidence? Very quickly, if you don't mind.
Kasi it takes a lot of self-awareness to achieve. Yun nga, parang know the realities of your life. Kasi feeling ko, that's the first thing a lot of people discount. Because they want to be somebody else. Diba? You just have to stay true to who you are, the realities around you, and find ways to express it creatively. How do you do? Look for pegs, rework existing pieces that you have. Wear and rewear pieces and mix and match them differently on a daily basis. Document it. Know what works, know what doesn't. I think along the way, you will know what you like, what you don't like, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Parang, so for me, arriving at a personal style is a journey, really.
Yes. So it's very much a psychology first before you move forward to your aesthetic.
Yes. So hindi talaga tayo mag-encourage na bili ng bili agad.
Yes. You know what? I so kulang our time, but I so love this conversation. Rain, we're gonna ask you to come back because there's a lot of things to discuss because it is just not clothes. It is a psychology.
It is.
So that we have to have little drops of this.
Hopefully you get to
alright?
bring more pieces as well.
Of
and
course.
I love meeting you. Looking forward to afford you, Rain.
Thanks for joining
coming
us,
in,
Rain
Thank
Dagala. Too bad
you.
Emilan's not here. Up next, we've got stories from around the world, plus the latest in sports and entertainment when the Daily Dish returns. Stay tuned.
This is my daily dish. This is my daily dish.
Welcome back to the Daily Dish. We begin world news in the U.S. where a dangerous winter storm is sweeping across the country. Snow, ice, and freezing rain are creating life-threatening conditions stretching from Texas to New England. Hundreds of thousands of households have no power, and there are numerous flight cancellations and road closures. Authorities warn that prolonged exposure can quickly lead to hypothermia or frostbite. Residents are urged to limit time outdoors and check on neighbors. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, a man is using a 40-year-old fire truck to transport people from the streets to warming shelters.
I just saw a need for getting people out of the cold. The -20 temperatures really hit me hard, so I know someone staying outside, I wouldn't be able to survive it. So I'm just out here getting those folks off the street.
Footage of a penguin leaving his colony has resurfaced on the internet and has become a massive viral sensation. It stems from a scene from Werner Herzog's 2007 documentary Encounters at the End of the World that explores Antarctica and the people who live there. This has now been dubbed the nihilistic penguin, and it captures its calm, steady waddle towards a destination where survival is impossible. For viewers, it perfectly mirrors humans' existential crises. In California, there is a safe space in Daly City that helps Filipino Americans reconnect to their roots, find healing, and a community that helps support their needs. Our U.S. correspondent, Henny Espinosa, has that story.
This is Daly City, California. often called the Little Manila of the United States. Here you'll find the county's first Filipino-centered cafe and community space, a historic social enterprise serving the Filipino AX community and the wider public. Welcome to Kapwa Cultural Center, also known as KKC, home to Kapwa Cafe, where Filipino-inspired boba and culture come together.
Hello, can I have the mountain strawberry? Mountain strawberries? Would you like boba? Yes.
But this space is about more than just drinks.
Just having like a dedicated spot that's like very representative of our culture is like just really nice and inclusive to be here, and like obviously the drinks are great.
They have a safe place to come, study, and have a space to themselves. So I see a lot of students my age every single day, and having the space up here, creates quite a community.
The center offers programs, art, products and services that connect Filipino Americans to their cultural roots. KKC also operates a community pantry where families can access free groceries, essential supplies and clothing, ensuring no one in the community is left behind. Proceeds from Kapwa Cafe also help fund KKC's mission to provide specialized health and wellness services with a focus on youth mental well-being.
This is kind of the exact representation of what Kapwa means for our community, and just bringing people together and having this space for all of us to just be ourselves without judgment and come together, do workshops, be with the people around us in our community. So love it, very grateful for it.
Founded by Filipino-American mental health clinicians Stephanie Balon and Christy Morales Kumasawa, KKC opened its doors in 2024, creating a safe, culturally rooted space for healing, connection, and community. And for many, that support is especially important as the new year begins.
New year, new goals, but experts say mental health should be a top priority. Whether it's taking breaks, talking things out, or just giving yourself grace, it will help you start 2026 healthier and much more balanced.
When it comes to New Year resolutions, Christy Morales Kumasawa says it's okay to aspire, but they have to be tangible.
A lot of the times when we set resolutions, those resolutions can often be very lofty and sometimes very challenging to attain. It's not to say that you can't attain them, but it's also the mindset that we have that if it's something that's really like a big goal, we want to be able to give ourselves some grace about it and being a little bit like kind to ourselves, right? Because sometimes it might not be realistic to, achieve this goal right away.
Morales Kumasawa says, listen to yourself to know what you really want.
Listen to what you really want. Is this something that you want, or is this something that you are pressuring yourself to do or to get accomplished because you're hearing it from somewhere else, right? Hearing it from social media, hearing it from your parents, hearing it from your partner, right? Ask yourself, is this what I really want?
When things get too overwhelming, she says, take a pause.
Check in with yourself. And when I say check in with yourself, I mean have some quiet time and space, put your phone away, and be able to ask yourself, how am I feeling in this moment? Right? Because we are so busy and sometimes overscheduled and overstimulated that we don't stop to ask ourselves, are we okay? Or if we're feeling anxiety or if we're feeling stress about something, sometimes we want to put it away and we distract ourselves with our phone.
And yes, it's important to get that heart rate going.
Get some movement in. You don't have to spend an hour at the gym. I know that January and the new year brings folks to, I need to be fit, I need to get on a routine exercise regime. But really all you have to do is allow for yourself to have some movement. Whether it's a walk, whether it's pausing and taking a deep breath, whether it's just stretching. All of those simple things actually help somatically. And when I say somatically, those things actually have a physiological positive effect on our bodies. And as a result, it actually helps your mental health.
Her message for the new year is simple. You can always start again. You don't have to wait for a whole year. Every time you wake up is a new chance to begin. Henny Espinosa, Bilyonaryo News Channel, Daly City, California.
Aurora Gaming Philippines has firmly claimed the top spot in mobile esports. The team dominated Indonesia's Alter Ego to win the M7 World Championship of Mobile Legends Bang Bang in Jakarta on Sunday night. Aurora Gaming swept the grand final 4-0, taking home around 18.88 million pesos in prize money. The victory continued the Philippines' dominance in the M Series, marking the country's 6th straight championship since 2020. It was the second M Series title for Edward J. Dapadap, while Dylan Light Katipon earned the M7 Finals MVP honor. Pinoy fans can hardly wait as homegrown tennis star Alex Ayala gears up for her big match at the Philippine Women's Open. Who will take on the world number 49 tonight? Zeus Valdez from Abante has the details. Hi, Zeus.
Hi, Mai. All eyes are on the home court as Filipina tennis stars take center stage in the opening day of the Philippine Women's Open at the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex. The historic WTA 125 event opens with multiple Filipino players seeing action, giving local fans plenty to cheer for. Headlining the day is Pinay tennis queen Alex Ayala, who banners the home campaign in a feature evening match on center court. Ayala takes on Alina Cheriva in the round of 32 at 7 in the evening as she begins her bid for a deep run on home soil. Filipina Tinil Mades also steps into singles competition, facing Mananchaya Sawangkao of Thailand in a round of 32 showdown. For Madis, the match marks a major opportunity to test her game against international competition in front of a home crowd. Filipino talent is also on display in doubles action. Kay Ann Emana and Justin Hannah Maneja team up against Nicole Fosa Huergo and Dara Seministaja in a round of 16 doubles matchup. Another all-Filipina tandem, Angeline Alcala and Joanna Victoria Peña, will also see court time as they face an international pair in their doubles opener. With multiple Filipina athletes competing across singles and doubles, opening day becomes a celebration of local talent on a global stage. Mai?
Thank you so much, Zeus Valdez, reporting.
It's a legal victory for BTS's members V and Jungkook. The two vocalists have successfully won a defamation lawsuit against a YouTube channel that circulated false and damaging claims about them. On January 23, a court ordered the operator Taldyok Su Yong So channel to pay 86 million won, or about 3.4 million pesos in damages for posting defamatory videos about the artists. The channel had been criticized for spreading malicious rumors about idols and public figures. While it has since been taken down, the ruling is viewed as a strong reminder of accountability for online content creators and the impact of digital harassment. Meanwhile, BTS is gearing up for their highly anticipated comeback and world tour, with OT7 set to return to Manila on March 13 and 14, 2027.
Here we go. The Winter Olympics just got hotter. Heated rivalry stars Hudson Williams and Connor Story lit up Feltri, Italy as they carried the Olympic torch during the Milano Cortina 2026 relay. The duo in matching pink and white tracksuits waved and smiled for the cheering crowd. The pair rose to fame in their hit queer hockey romance series and recently made their award show debut as presenters at the Golden Globes. With fans around the world buzzing, HBO has already announced Season 2 of the Boys Love series.
And tomorrow on the Daily Dish, we'll speak to Jason Magbanua, father of the Same Day Edit, who revolutionized wedding videography. We'll also have Cristina Kisumbing Ramilo and Katrina Bello. They're part of the second edition of the Lakbay series that brings together global Pinoy artists. Catch that at noon only here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. And that's it for us today. It's Monday, January 26th. Join us again tomorrow for more Real Talk.
A lot of spilled tea.
With Zero Filter, I'm Monique Tuzon-Basi. Anytime is a good time because it's always more fun with us.
And I'm Ferdi Salvador, always on top with the news and stories that matter most.
And I'm Chal Lontoc. And quickly, we just want to greet, of course, Spaya. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Boss Ray, aka Spy!
Stay tuned to the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Thank you for making us your lunchtime companion. I'm Mai Rodriguez. That's the Daily Dish. Serve!